Puppies, parasites, and pretty great results. Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Palmer, Dr. Mama Bear, coming to you live from Central Florida on puppies, parasites, and pretty great results. As the founder of Quantum Nutrition Testing, not only do I teach other practitioners how to help humans be healthy, but also how to help our furry family members be healthy too through all natural means. And really loving dogs, having puppies throughout my life. I have a puppy now right here at my feet. Um, One of the things that they could be susceptible to is heartworm. Heartworm is a type of parasite. It is called heartworm because it goes into the heart. An infected mosquito bites your puppy, or an infected mosquito bites your kitty cat. Larvae or little tiny baby worms are injected into the bloodstream. They swim in the bloodstream to your dog's heart or to your dog's lungs. They coagulate or they clump together and they can form clots and increase the dog's blood pressure, increase the susceptibility to stroke, increase the difficulty with breathing, and can ultimately lead to death. Now, if an insect like a mosquito, and there's 500 different species of mosquito, and talking about this makes me itchy, but if there's that many species of mosquito, is it possible that other types of insects also carry parasites? You can get parasites or exposed to parasites from the air that you breathe, the water you drink. And by the way, chlorine does not kill parasites. You could swim in pools and get parasites. You can drink city water and get parasites. The food you eat, especially undercooked meat, like if you like your steak rare, or if you like your steak mooing, if you like your steak on a medium rare, if it's not cooked all the way through, pork can have high levels of parasites. If your pork chop comes back and it's still pink, you could be susceptible to parasites, pork parasites called trichomonas. And then sushi, right? So I don't know about you guys. You can let me know in the chat. Do you like sushi? So I used to have sushi at least once a week. The raw tuna, raw salmon, the different types of raw fish, especially your reef fish, can have parasites. And so, eating rare meat can cause the introduction of parasites into the body. Those of you that are vegetarian, they're like, well, Dr. Palmer, I don't eat meat, so I'm good. Nope. There's parasites that live in fruit. There's parasites that live in vegetables. You can still get parasites. There's a parasite that's called migrans. I forget cutaneous migrans. And what that means, it's also known as ground itch. And so that you go to the park and you're sitting in the grass, the parasite is in the soil and the parasite can go through your skin, and you get up and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so itchy. Is anybody else itchy talking about parasites, by the way? And that parasite can go through your skin into your bloodstream, can penetrate your liver, can penetrate your intestines, go wherever it wants. And so these creatures are often misdiagnosed. These creatures are often not found because they're challenging to find. If you're going to do a blood test for bloodborne parasites, like your malaria or some of the other parasites that live in your blood and eat your red blood cells, causing you to be anemic, tired, and weak, they take some blood from you. They have to look at the blood on a slide in a microscope and see parasites or parasite eggs. You may not see them. If you do a fecal test or a stool test, they take your poop, they put it on the slide. They have to see parasite eggs or parasites to say that you have parasites in your stool. They could do a colonoscopy. So they put you under anesthesia. They stick a camera up your rear end. They look in your intestines and they're looking for parasites that are moving. But there's parasites that can get into the liver. How are they going to see them in the liver? There's parasites that can get into your muscle and cause your muscles to cramp. And so I've had parasites myself. Again, they're super, super easy to get. As a kid, I wasn't a morning person and I never wanted to eat breakfast. So parents, listen up. This might be your kid. And the reason why I never wanted to have breakfast is I had like a low level of nausea. I didn't know the word nausea, so I couldn't tell my parents, hey, I feel nauseous. But unfortunately, I had food poisoning more than a kid should have. And I think it really was parasites. And so parasites become active near full moons. And so if I look back in my life, maybe the times that I felt really, really bad were correlated with full moons. Morning sickness also could have a correlation with parasites. And so, a woman's pregnant. I don't know why they call it morning sickness, because it could be morning sickness, it could be lunch sickness, it could be dinner sickness, it could be nighttime sickness. But when you're pregnant, your female hormones change, and parasites like changes in hormones. Changes in hormones can take a dormant parasite and cause it to hatch, the eggs to hatch. Parasites also can change with stress levels. And so, someone has a stressful event in their life, a spouse dies, a parent dies, um, uh, divorce, a job change, a move, something stressful happens. And those high stress levels can also cause parasites to lay more eggs and for more legs to hatch. What does that mean? It means that you might have trouble sleeping. It means that you might grind your teeth. It means that you might be bloated. It might mean that you have gas. It might mean that you have vomiting. It might mean that you just feel tired and yucky. And so if you feel like you have these types of symptoms, my office, Palmer Natural Health here in Central Florida, may be able to help you with that. We do parasite protocols. We do full moon cleanses. We look to see and support the body and see where the body's imbalanced. See, which is very, very important. There's a lot of people that want to do a parasite cleanse, but their body is too clogged. Their body is too toxic. Their body is too tired to handle parasites. And so maybe we have to repair the little things in the cell called the mitochondria to get you more energy so you can even function in your day. And then maybe we can do a metal detox or a chemical detox or a parasite detox. Because sure, you can go to your local health food store, and sure, you can buy things online. And unfortunately, it's kind of like throwing, I'm Italian, throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. It's a very shotgun approach to seeing what can be done. Instead, you can work with us, where for over 20 years we work with clients from all over the world to determine, where do you start on your journey for health? Where is a good starting point, and what can we do to get you successful? And then what do we see? We see pretty good results. So that's the third P. The first P was puppies. The second P is parasites. And the third P in the title is pretty good results. And what do I mean by that? We see patients that lose 15 pounds. We see patients that their amount of symptoms decrease. We see patients where their body fat decreases, their energy improves, their menstrual cycle improves. Instead of having horrible, awful cramps and heavy periods, they just have a bleed and they don't even realize they really have their period, right? One of our patients, she was like, I didn't even know my period started, because typically I have horrible cramps and a horrible headache and I feel horrible. And this time I just started with a menses, a menstrual bleed. And so if you would like to have pretty good results, side note, we can't guarantee results. We're not treating, we're not curing. But if you're looking for healthcare professionals that really care about what you're saying, that really care that you're going to improve, that really will hold your hand along the way, virtually or here in Central Florida, to take your health to the next level, then call my office, Palmer Natural Health, DM parasites, and we can help you improve your health. I'm Dr. Lisa Palmer, Dr. Mama Bear. Good night, everyone.